Hey guys, this is 9Odd, and today I'm doing just a quick collection overview video. This isn't all of what I have, this is the vast majority of what I have, and I'll mention some of the stuff, like, I'll try and do a follow-up to this once I have the other part of my collection finished, but this is what I have put out right now. So we have 86 Sharkticon with, this is Takara Welcome to 2010 Unicron. This is the one with the movie accurate head that they did. Universal Dominator Unicron. Also, we have the Earthrise Quintesson. Over here is where I keep my crossovers and my fossilizers. So we have Target crossovers Ectotron. I have the normal one, but he's packed away. As you can see, we have the Jurassic Park set, Tyrannicon and JP93. Draculus, and then of course we have the fossilizers. Yes, I do have Skelevore, and there's Wingfinger up there on top of a box. But yeah, we have Vertebrake, Ractonite, Skelevore, Paleotrex, and Wingfinger, and then hopefully I'll have the Mastodominus and Spindle later on. That's it for the very top shelf. Like this is just kind of where the main stuff, not the main stuff is, but just kind of where the weirdos hang out. Moving down here, that is a Gundam. We have Siege 6-gun. There's a piece of Fort Max back there. We have Cybertron Metroplex, one of my oldest ones in this lineup, and his legs are backwards. There is Slammer along with the, is that Velocitron or Dominus? No, it's not Dominus. It's I can't remember what these are, but that's Fast Track and Fastlane and Cloudraker. There we go. Fastlane and Cloudraker, the Autobot clones. And then we have the Retro Headmasters up here, at least mostly. So this is Retro Headmaster Highbrow, Retro Headmaster Hardhead, Retro Headmaster Chrome Dome, and then this one is mostly Retro Headmaster Brainstorm with the Titan's Return head or face and the Toy Hack sticker labels. I really like Brainstorm. I actually have 3 of this guy, all the different versions. He's awesome. Right here we have Combiner Wars Skylynx, because I really wanted a Skylynx in my collection, but the Siege one was too big, so I got this one, and I love this one. He's awesome. Back there, I kind of skipped over him. We have the Power Dashers. I don't have the rest of that one. I bought him loose. He comes in a 3-pack with like Mirage and Impactor, but I just bought him loose with the other 2. Zetar, Chromar, and Aragon. Moving to this side, we have the Decepticon Headmasters and other late 80s Decepticons. We have Sound Blaster back there, the Walmart 35th one, Apeface and Snapdragon, the 2 Horicons, Titan's Return Overlord, which my girlfriend found. She found that for a really good price from a seller, new in box for like retail. It was awesome. Retro Headmasters Skull Cruncher, Mindwipe, and Weirdwolf. And then we have, actually, these are my girlfriend's, these belong to her. These are the Decepticon clones, Pounce and Wingspan, respectively. And then we have Battle Trap right there. Love this guy. He's the Transformers equivalent of 2 dudes in an overcoat. He's hilarious, and I think he's just great. But that's a Power of the Primes, I believe. So that's it for that shelf. Kind of, that's the Headmasters era stuff. And then we have one last shelf, and that's kind of the G1 stuff. So, and there's a lot to go over here. So, as you can kind of see, so we have a dinosaur. This is my girlfriend's nightlight. So we have Legacy Buzzworthy Silver Streak. This was my first Dotson variant, and this is my favorite color scheme for the Dotson, so I had to pick that one up. He looks awesome. Very much like that guy. Super good mold. Of course, we have Blaster back there. He does have eject in his chest. I'm not going to push the door button because it might knock over some people. In front of him, we have Pipes from Kingdom. And this is a great figure. I wanted one of the Huffer mold, but I didn't want to get Huffer. And I like Pipes in IDW and this color scheme, so that's awesome. Right there, we have Netflix Impactor, who may or may not get replaced by Comic Universe Impactor whenever I get it. You can kind of see him peeking up right there. That's Revenge of the Fallen Hubcap, also known as G2 Scorch, I believe it is, or G2 Volt. the laser rod. That's kind of what he stands in as. He's just kind of a generic hot roddy Autobot. He looks super cool, and I had him when I was a kid, so I picked him up. He's awesome. Right there we have Deep Cover in blue. That's Netflix Deep Cover. He kind of stands in as my Sideswipe since I don't have one. Up back here we have, that is Energon Stormjet with all the Revenge of the Fallen limbs. So that's just Superion. And then in front of him we have Jetfire. That's the Cyberverse Battalion one from Walgreens with a model kit Autobot symbol on him. Coming up here we have Wheeljack from Earthrise, Kingdom, whichever one. He has Jolt's, right? Jolt, Studio Series Jolt's whips on him for some reason. Right here we have Titan's Return Sea Spray, Beachcomber, and Cosmos. I picked all three of those guys up from one Facebook seller, and they are fantastic little Autobots. They look amazing on the shelf. Behind them we have Bulkhead, Universe Powerglide, Legacy Bulkhead, and Universe Powerglide, who that Powerglide's probably going to get replaced at some point with a smaller one, but at the same time I'm not sure. Then we have the most disappointing guy I ever picked up, which was Kingdom Tracks. Big disappointment, unfortunately. I really wanted to like that one. Moving over just a bit, you can see Netflix Alita 1, who I'll probably be keeping. I don't know if she's going to get replaced by the new one. I'm probably going to skip that and see if they do Minerva off that. Then we have Earthrise Cliffjumper. Really, really cool. This was one of the first Earthrise things I did. He was part of this big buy I did at the start of my collecting. And yeah, he is super cool. Really glad to have him, especially seeing how much he goes for nowadays. Right next to him, of course, we have his buddy Jazz, and right here in the middle of all my Autobots, we have not Kingdom. I guess he is Kingdom, but Earthrise Leader Optimus Prime. This thing is a mini masterpiece. I love that. Super glad to have that. Same with the Jazz. The Jazz is really good too. A lot of the Studio Series and some of the Earthrise stuff was really good. Behind him, there is Studio Series Dinobot Slug, and next to him we have Ultra Magnus from Kingdom. Probably the best version of this mold next to Delta Magnus. I almost got Delta Magnus, but I've skipped out on all the other Diaclone stuff except for that guy over there, so I don't feel like putting together like Diaclone Autobots. Right in front we have, so moving this way, like this way forward is kind of like my Studio Series guys, my movie Autobots. So we have Hot Rod, Cup, Bumblebee. This is actually my girlfriend's Bumblebee. This is Netflix Bumblebee. Super glad to have this. We actually found this guy at retail, which was awesome. Super glad to have that guy in the collection too, because this is like the best looking Bumblebee they've done. That is OG Studio Series Cup, not the buzzworthy repaint. Next to him we have RC, who will be getting replaced with Studio Series RC. I might swap their heads though, because I like this head more than the Studio Series one. It just looks kinder. Right there we have Wheelie, and of course if you have Wheelie, you gotta have Grimlock, who's back there with Daniel on his shoulder, and there's Springer from Siege. Probably the most disappointing Voyager class I ever got. I know a lot of people like this figure, but he is just a pain to transform, and mine came in. I really lost the QC lottery on that one. He's, yeah, not a fan of that one. And then of course we have Blur. Gotta have Blur if you're gonna have any of the movie characters. Still not a fan of the face. Really don't like that face. But it is a good figure. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Velocitron one. I'm probably gonna skip it, but it really just depends on how much of that Velocitron stuff I want to pick up. Then we have Rung, also known as, I should probably put him next to Unicron. I think that'd be funny. But Rung is down here for now. And then we have Perceptor, who was the first of the that was like the first Perceptor I think we found, and the first one that was reported in our state, so that was super cool to get him. Really good figure, honestly. This Perceptor is way better than it deserves to be, except for these legs. These legs should have a locking point, but he's really good. Behind him, if I just move him for a second, we have Retgar and Junkheap? Scrap Heap? Whatever that other Junkion is called. Again, I think I was actually the first one in my state to find this guy as well. But, yeah, super cool to have those. I don't know if we're going to get another Retgar and that DNA design upgrade kit. We might. It just depends on how I'm feeling about that. If Retgar goes on clearance, probably. So moving over, we have our Decepticons moving this way. Six Shot from Titan's Return. this guy is amazing and incredible. I love this Six Shot. This is one of the most fun toys in my entire collection. He is amazing. I got him for a really good price as well. You can see I have Barricade from Earthrise from the Amazon exclusive set, and I do have the punch counterpunch that goes with this guy, because that's my favorite figure. Like, that's my favorite character and my favorite figure out of like all of this stuff. I just don't have them over here there with the rest of my other collection, but this Barricade is really, really nice. You can see Skywarp from Earthrise back there. Then we have the Prime Wars Insecticons. I can't remember which one is from where. I know this one's Titan's Return. I know Kickback is Titan's Return. I really like these guys. I don't think I'm going to replace them with Legacy ones, because I like them as small little Decepticons. They kind of go up against the mini-bots, in my opinion. That works for me. We have Siege Shockwave without all the Dr. Octopus gear. You can see Astro Train, Netflix Soundwave. I got that off of the pre-order, which that was super lucky on that. There's Laserbeak up there, Ravage is down over there, and then there's Animation Megatron, the 35th anniversary one. Because I have the Netflix spoiler pack, I don't know which one I like more right now, but I think I still like this one the best out of all of them. Behind him is Thundercracker. He's pretty hard to see. I'm adjusting myself, sorry. Next to him, we have Black Arachnia from Animated. She's just kind of a carryover from what I used to have, and is just hanging out. Behind her, we have Double Dealer, filling in for Decepticons, just being a big, beefy boy. Up front, again, Ravage. We have Scourge. This is kind of where the movie stuff is, and just other various things. Scourge, a Sweep. There's a Lockdown from Revenge of the Fallen back there, or Hunt for the Decepticons. But yeah. Basically Generations Lockdown. Next to him is Scourge from Robots in Disguise. That's probably going to get replaced. He'll just be put in the storage. I still really like that one, though. Two Sweeps. You can kind of see them right there. In front is, of course, Galvatron. I have him with the Battle for the Matrix kind of tied up. I like that Matrix a lot more. I think it looks way better. It hangs down and shows his Decepticon symbol and whatnot. He looks amazing. And then, of course, next to him we have Battle for the Matrix Cyclonus. So I didn't get Kingdom Cyclonus. I think this one still works out just fine. And if you kind of put him on his toes, he is about the same size as Scourge, which I personally like. And then right over there we have Core Class Optimus Prime and Origins Bumblebee. Again, this is another one that my girlfriend owns. This is one of her figures, because she really, really likes Bumblebee. I'm going to pause real quick, and we're going to go check out the Titans. So these are the two Titans that we have on display right now. They're currently slightly away from the rest of the collection, but we have Fort Max. This one was a get with the DNA upgrade kit, which I think is mandatory for this figure. I think you need that hip and foot upgrade. But my girlfriend got this for me, and I love this guy so much. He finished out my Autobot Headmasters, and he also serves as storage because we have inside here Bumblebee's Energon rods that I'm making a mess with. But we have those little PVC Hershey's Kiss figures, which work perfectly with these City Bots. So if you have any of those, or you plan on picking those up, they work perfect with this City Bots. And then, of course, next to him, we have his arch rival, Scorponok, the Decepticon City Bot. And yeah, super happy to have those two. I do have Devastator as well, the Combiner Wars Devastator. He's currently in storage, though. And really, that's it. This is the bulk of my collection. It's not huge. It's not the biggest collection in the world. It's definitely not the most valuable, but I do have some stuff that I am fairly proud of owning. Namely, that Takara Unicron, the Netflix Soundwave, Fort Max. Obviously, this thing is incredible. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought, and like I said, there is a little bit more to my collection than what is shown. Like, I have Coronation Starscream, he's just not on display. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.